I want us to talk about Helen Zille. Hey, why so say nkulumo umuntu? So Helen Zille posted something about I'll give you them. He calls them small parties. Helen Zille posted this and said, "We always told the voters that that a vote for a small party is effectively a vote for ANC. Let's hope that the message now gets across." Then she puts a picture of Rise Mzansi, Bossa, PA, Action SA, Good Hope, right? So the question is, you might ask a question: what did they do that warranted the anger of Helen Zille? Well, yesterday there was a press conference. In that press conference, they all said that they can look at nobody should claim an easy victory about the what is this thing about the in vet. So because of that, they criticized ANC heavily. EDA heavily in that press conference. It's like everybody who got a chance will say something to EDA that you guys are claiming easy victories. You guys want to present yourself as the god of this thing, and it did not sit well with them. So I'm gonna share with you a video ya Good Hope, a video ya spokesperson EPA as well. The video that the video that prompted such a response from Zille. Let me rather, before I read a comment or people's comments, let me rather give you those videos here.
The Democratic Alliance, in its negotiations over VAT increase, made some demands. The Democratic Alliance indicated that they will vote for the VAT increase if a certain port was privatized, if the NHI was removed, if the Bella Act was removed. So the DA was going to vote for VAT increase had the ANC and the GNU parties agreed to be extorted by them. So when the extortionists could not get their way, they ran to the courts. So the DA has no moral authority to claim victory for the removal of the VAT increase. They were outside of the process of engagement. The parties that are sitting here can take credit, and South Africans. The ANC and the Ministry of Finance listened to the engagements that happened at the beginning, and Treasury reduced VAT from 2% to 0.5%. That was because of the engagements within the GNU and the parties outside of the GNU. Further deliberations happened, and these parties persuaded the Ministry of Finance and Treasury to consider alternative means of making up for the shortfall. So the Democratic Alliance waking up this morning after seeing the statement of the minister and claiming victory is quite hypocritical, because they have never rejected the VAT increase at the beginning. Instead, they tried to use it to privatize what South Africans own. They tried to use it to get positions in the GNU. They tried to use it to change what Parliament has already resolved on. So a party of extortionists has failed to serve South Africans on a very important matter of national interest. So South Africans, don't be misled. We saw this morning that the Western Cape was full of posters and boards claiming victory. That court process
Reporter this morning said that South Africa must thank the Blue Party for going to court and stopping that. We must get the independence of the fourth estate to be respected. Certainly people are entitled to their opinions, but they're not entitled to their own facts. Because the fact is, what we are witnessing here today is a budget victory through principled negotiations and political maturity. And so we must make an appeal that we keep that balance, because the truth will always survive. We can't continue to be supporting these lies, even in terms of the performance of the government of national unity. We see reports as if some of these things by achievement by some of these ministers is new, when in fact, go and check the facts, you will see that ministers before that started these processes. And it was not just because some new minister come in from the GNU. The lies must stop. The reporting of lies must stop. We appeal for that balance.
Okay, so Notabaloy decided that he was going to respond, and he responded by saying this: DA is a small party. I'm sure it doesn't sit well with a DA, right? Penuel, the Black Pen. This is wild. You guys haven't been able to stop the Bella Bill Act, NHI, and EWC, but it's on that you wanted to tweet this. Wild. Okay, at least Helen Zille has got people to defend him. Then the person says, at least they stop it. Now they have a little more experience, so on. The DA, they are learning. The ANC are bullies and have their way for too long. Perhaps with the bloody noise, the people will see the DA's sanity highlighted against the ANC insanity. Keep it going. The more you win, the easier it will become for putting the bullies in their place. You have to train them. I do not agree with this assertion. EDA wants to be an opposition, and I don't agree with that. No matter who says, you can't convince me otherwise. I am not in agreement with that. Somebody says, voting for DA is voting for run of apartheid, being a second-class citizen in your own country, anti-redress, systematic exclusion, and equal service delivery. I think we are seeing that in the Western Cape, where the DA rules. Look at Khayelitsha, look at the other places. It just tells you. Somebody says the DA's biggest weakness, they act on assumption that their own opponent are stupid, greedy, unstrategic, and don't think easy to manipulate. Then they get shocked when they are outsmarted and outmaneuvered. And in addition to that, they never seem to learn from it. You see, let me give credit to ANC. You see, this time I think ANC, it shows that they've got experience. That you cannot take away from ANC. I was listening to the press conference yesterday, and I could tell, you know what, ANC is very strategic. Have you listened to the messaging? They were there to completely discredit DA. And boy, oh boy, they were discrediting DA left, right, and center. So I was like, wow, ANC, these guys are very experienced. Somebody says, if people do not wake up to this, there will be no saving of this country. They have those two choices. Because the ANC will always use ever small little party to stay in power through their back door, as they did in the metros, no matter how South Africans vote. The ANC doesn't even negotiate. It absorbs. 1 minute you were wearing a bright green good t-shirt. Next thing you are clapping hands at the BH of ANC press briefing. Whether Patricia de Lille, where is Patricia de Lille these days? All right, somewhere in the back of the ANC photo, looking confused but loyal. Honestly, some of these small parties are like teaspoons of salt in a pot of overcooked pap swallowed without a trace. Okay. Well, when it comes to Good Hope, which is the local Patricia de Lille's part, I can't help but ask myself a question. Where are they, Vel? Politically, where are they? Because I don't see them. I didn't see them last time. Pastor Mosima Imane, for example, he's just part of the choir in the ANC's Unity Orchestra. 1 minute he's praying for change. Next minute he's attending coalition meetings like a confused church elder in a nightclub. Right. 1 minute you insult the ANC, next you are clinging to them for dear life. This dirty game is going to be the end of the DA because you end up confusing your own little crowd you still have. Mara, to be quite honest, DA they are so confusing. You don't know where they stand. Next minute you're an opposition party. Next minute you want to be part of a GNU. Like, wait, who are you? Nobody's as confusing as the DA. Somebody says, are you not in the GNU with ANC? Is John not riding in those blue light, serving under Ramaphosa? Uthi batata koko Helena. This is the same as voting for DA is voting for the ANC. DA stroke or what ANC is just a tumultuous marriage. Their children, their voters becomes abused by each partner during their fights, thus exposing them to emotional and psychological trauma. Yeah. Where we're voting, we are voting Action SA again come next year, okay? But I think people are being abused by the marriage of ANC and the DA, yeah? Then somebody commented and say, lol Koko, you are the second largest party in the country. People voted DA and got ANC. You are all the same, I'm afraid. Okay. Somebody says there is an ANC president in this country today because of the DA. Please spare us the bullshit, you hypocrite old woman. Okay, to those who doesn't know, basically EDA voted with they voted to look for us to have the president, and they even signed deals that they will not prosecute Ramaphosa for the Phala thing, right? It's out there, it's an information that exists out there, so it's not a secret anymore. So it's surprising to hear them now having a complaint against the ANC when they voted the very same ANC, right? So somebody says, while you told the people that our DA, while we told the people that DA doesn't care about them, they will hold the government. They will hold the government ransom to try and get their way and unrelated matters. Had Cyril Ramaphosa folded, South Africans would have paid 2% hike instead. Hypocrites, we saw you from a distance. Now, they then exposed this, that Ukotongwan had said that DA was willing to vote for a VAT hike on provisions that they do away with the other act, right? So it just tells you the DA doesn't care about you, they care about themselves, but using you. So somebody says, Mkhulu, you went to bed with the ANC at local government, later provincial government, national through the GNU. So the ANC can be good enough to be trusted when it benefits you, and the DA. Hi suga magriza. Right. Yeah. Usamunye, at least the smaller parties, masks are fully off. Yeah, ASA, Bosa, Rise have lost all credibility. Stand firm. Grand, you fight hard for the statement of intent to be signed before and anything move forward. But we know the ANC like going back on legal agreement. Just ask AfriForum. Okay, Utamunyenge, look at Bosa, Action SA, Rise, acting like they broke the internet with the VECT reversal. Busy giving themselves standing ovation when they were just sit filters at the real show. We all know the court case from EFF, South Africa, and the DA is the reason the treasure showed, okay, they said whatever they said there. Okay, so okay. But the DA is the government of national unity. So why decampaign your partner? Good question. Where is the out of court settlement? Let's start there. I'm interested as well. Hate to say it, but Miss Helen Zille was right on this one. Okay, that is what people have got to say. For me, I feel like how best can I say this? For me, I do realize that we've got a serious problem here. A problem, a real problem. A problem that we have hypocritical leaders. These people are amaxoki wangempela. But sizothini? These people bona amaxoki wangempela, amaxoki oqala ukugcina lawo. Right? That's my opinion. But let's leave it here for today. You know what I'm saying? I'll see you guys on the next episode. Until the next episode, good people, please take care.